buses lining up outside. Coaches have carried thousands of away supporters here too, and all of it adds up to make a terrific, a crackling atmosphere. The match, I think, will be quite a spectacle. La Bombonera, one of the most recognisable venues in world football. A mouth-watering game this between two very high-quality sides. A treat for everybody here.
Well, under normal circumstances, this is a massive matchup, and I'm not totally in agreement with the view that friendlies tend to take the edge away. In my experience, if the opposition go at it full tilt, then you have to reciprocate. We'd like to see excitement and be entertained, but if it does go down the serious route, there'll still be lots to enjoy.
Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Brahim Diaz, Alexander-Arnold. Valverde. Pretty cagey early on from both sides. It's a loose ball. Oh, really good feet from him. Brahim Diaz. He's had a go! And he's done it! His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
I just think it's clever positioning from clever movement, and when all of that is synchronised with the right pass, that's what happens.
Madrid get themselves into the lead.
Still a fragile lead, though. They can't afford to sit on this.
It's on a plate. Brahim Diaz. Brahim Diaz gets flagged offside. Martin. Rice. Rudiger. Great strength, too strong for his opponent, looking to force his way through. He wasn't very far from making something happen by himself. Lovely to see. Valverde. "30 minutes gone. Hits one! Straight at the keeper.
Well, from a good position, the keeper really ought to have had to work harder.
He gets past his man. He's gone for it! It's in! And with that goal comes comfort. An act of charity gratefully received. Things starting to look very comfortable.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
open invitation. He was always going to shoot.
And that's what the game is all about. Find space and finish, but we have to credit the pass to pick him out.
London get themselves back into contention.
Well, it was important they didn't get ahead of themselves and lose their discipline. This game plan could now well reward them with an equaliser.
Alaba. Now can he finish? That intervention was very necessary. And it's Alaba. Finds himself eased off the ball. And the counter is on. And the through ball is intercepted. Brahim Diaz. Big chance! Oh, that was no routine save.
Brahim Diaz simply didn't do anything wrong. He was thwarted by brilliance.
This possibly the last play of the half. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Brahim Diaz. Great challenge, time to perfection. Gets good distance on it. And the first 45 minutes are up. So a really good half of football, 3 goals and just one separating them.
It's kind of a hard one to call, Peter, isn't it? I mean, from what we've seen so far, both sides have provided ample evidence that they can add more goals, and I'm sure their respective managers have reminded them that the next one will be pretty crucial. So it's going to be interesting to see how the teams come out for the next period. Well, we've had plenty to go at in that first half, Peter, and it's a fragile lead that could quite easily change hands in the second. If you like your football unpredictable, I think you're at the right match.
Well, the action has already resumed here.
London don't need to press the panic button just yet. They may have to tweak their setup first if they don't grab an early goal in this second half. They can't hold back, though.
Well, they can break here. Good take, and he has a hit! And the follow-up! It's there!
Well, it's certainly livened things up a bit, and that next goal now is absolutely crucial.
Courtois did well the first time, nothing he could do about the follow-up.
I doubt he'll score too many which come easier than that, Peter, but just look at his movement. He knew instinctively that the keeper would struggle to hold on to it.
This has become one superb game of football.
Yeah, for me, both sides are strong and well-matched, and I think you need to be a good player to be out there right now. We've had a real complexion change with that equaliser. To get it so early on in this period gives them lots of scope to improve again on this scoreline. They look as if plenty more is to come from them.
He's there to receive, and the shot! This could fall anywhere! Throw it. Some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. Well, the referee's seen the board and he's going to allow a double change to go ahead now. Brahim Diaz. Alexander-Arnold. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
I think it's great to see that kind of application and desire from a forward who wants to help out his defence. I think, you know, any good team, really, your striker should be the first line of that defence, and he's delivering.
Vinicius Junior has it in a wide position, so what next? it back. Brahim Diaz. And here's the chance to counter. It's a great ball. It's a brilliant interception. Madrid have a free kick. So, time for changes on both sides, actually. He's all tries a shot!
Look, this can still go either way. It might be flowing one way, but there's still time for some ebb.
Alexander-Arnold. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no...
Mbappe is fouled.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
Madrid seeking to maximise the moment. So, to pass or to shoot? That is his question. Drills one in.
Concentration levels are very good, and so...
Oh, what's he done? Gabriel Jesus. Alaba. Just 5 minutes remaining now. Madrid really looking like men possessed. They need to if they want to win it. They are right into last chance territory.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
Alexander-Arnold. To stoppage time, whistle due any moment. We can get that clear. It's gone for a throw-in. It is now or never. Time is against them. He's got options out wide. Up to meet it! And that is the last effort of the game. Well, no winner here, but an intriguing game. The result probably a fair reflection. It has finished all square. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Well, a decent draw, Peter, with a good mix of action and plenty of talking points, and it ended...
Well, a very warm welcome to you on this most pleasantly clear evening. Conditions absolutely beautiful, perfect for the beautiful game. Temperatures are kind as well, no doubt playing a hand in high attendance levels as well as an elevated level of anticipation here. Surely this is the hot ticket going around in this neck of the woods. It surely must be. Unmistakably, this is the Camp Nou, staging a game in the way only the Camp Nou can. A mouth-watering game this between two very high-quality sides. A treat for everybody here.
Well, get ready for some high-grade football, Peter. Two strong teams, as you say, full of wonderful individual talent. And we have every right to anticipate some really entertaining football. As to whether we'll see a high-scoring contest, that's a little harder to predict. I'm not complaining, though, because there are good players everywhere you look around this surface, and that's a fine start in itself.
The action has already started. Zielinski. Caicedo. Oh, that's clearly not what he wanted to do. And he's shown him a... Mkhitaryan! It's there!
What a start, and what a contribution from the main man. I had a feeling he might do something given his reputation, but to do it like that, absolutely brilliant. I wasn't expecting that.
That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing. Well, that has certainly made things interesting. Sommer can pick that up. He's made sure that that won't get through. Hoists it forward. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to say from up here, I know. Damian. Forward it goes. Gets it back. It's come loose. Zielinski. Oh, good take in a good area. Goalkeeper's ball. Caicedo. It's a loose ball. Goes for goal! It's in! And they're at it again, in double quick time. Well, from right in front of goal, there was no way he was going to miss.
That's just a great finish, but it's down to very clever movement. You can see this has been obviously worked on the training ground. He knew exactly where he wanted the ball, and it all came good.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, with this kind...
He's not played the ball, that's a foul. And it's Damian. Zielinski. Right through the middle. De Vrij battles to win it back. De Vrij plays it forward. It's got through to him. Mkhitaryan. A really good feat. And the counter is on. Caicedo. Too much on it, and that's the keeper's. Chelsea are trailing here with the first half almost done. Well played, he saw that coming. Palmer. Caicedo. Did well to step in there, that was more than necessary. Chelsea have it back and they can go again. Well, the ball's come loose and the chase is on. Mkhitaryan. He's got away. Great challenge, time to perfection. Well, the crowd clearly like what they just saw. Some real no-nonsense defending.
Well, you could see he was eager to get a shot away, but there was too much flesh and bone in his path.
That'll be the final action of the first half. If you look back on the first 45 minutes.
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here when they can repeat their first half success with another show of strength?
We're promptly into the second 45 minutes.
Well, this half might require them to produce a plan A, B and C. Levelling the score is easier said than done, but that will be the target. Get back on terms and then use that momentum to go again.
Just brushed off the ball there. Dashing forward at pace. Zielinski, who does have an assist to his name. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Zielinski tries to get it forward quickly. And it's played forward. Caicedo. Badiashile. Plays it out to the flank. Now, what's he got in mind? Doesn't get the pass he's looking for. That's the sort of defending that is going to upset the opposition. It already has, actually.
Well, there's certainly a coordinated attempt to shut him down, which is, I suppose, a natural response.
Zielinski has alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless.
Well, it seems obvious that the plan is to try and get their passing game going again, but not with that lack of quality.
Palmer. Forward it goes. No, that's not the ball he wanted. Now a chance to break. Mkhitaryan spreads it towards the left. That's not going to make it. Not much subtlety, he's launched himself there. No complaints about that challenge, robust but fair. They're still going, where to next? Timely intervention. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. So here comes a substitution. Caicedo tries to get it forward quickly.
Oh, sweet feet.
Good offside that time. Stefan de Vrij. Mkhitaryan. It has gone through, and the finish!
He's been bundled over, that is a foul.
It is another opportunity from a set piece they have here. And it's Damian. How about a shot? Has a pop! He's managed to get himself offside. Chalobah. Palmer.
Well, you don't go down without a fight, and the sooner that message can circulate through the team, the better. The scoreline is a little ugly at the moment. It's imperative now that they grab the next goal.
A real chance to break. Five minutes left on the clock. Good challenge, he just stood firm. Hoists it forward. He's picked him out. Now can he finish? Zielinski. Mkhitaryan. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. That intervention was very necessary. And that's that. Well, it's ended in defeat and frustration. They just didn't get the breaks. No reward for a very genuine effort. It is a hard one to take, this. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim? Well, a very good evening to you on what is pretty close to an ideal evening for football. There is barely a cloud evident. The world and his wife have gone to great lengths to be here for a match of great consequence and massive interest in these parts. Barely a breath of wind, so the football has no excuses for not being at its very best. The teams I know are pumped for this. They are fantastic scenes in the stands. There is a great sense of drama here, a great sense of excitement and expectation. And we have in front of us this gloriously imposing arena, absolutely picture perfect for a game of this nature. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Who do you, Jim, see making a difference here?
Yeah, Marquinhos, he's one of the toughest and most competitive centre-backs in the business. He's the kind of player you can rely on to always be just where you need him, making a vital interception or just making life difficult for the opposition to get through. And that's a very valuable characteristic.
Well, quite no argument from me on that one. Clayson. Nicely measured pass. It's come through. He's had a go! Fabian Ruiz. Fabian Ruiz. No goals as yet. Well, that had to be more accurate. Hoists it forward. Hernandez. And here's Dembele. He's gone for it! And it's a goal!
Yeah, looking back at that, that's how you play on the counter. Quick and decisive and ruthless with the finish. I thought it was a stunning, stunning breakaway.
Perugia get themselves into the lead.
Yeah, and they know there's plenty of work left in this one, Peter, before they can actually say that the job is over.
Good idea, just poorly executed. And it's played forward. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Delaney looks to play him in. It's a minor communications breakdown. It's Dembele. Hernandez. Oh, what a... Goes for goal! In it goes! And they're at it again in double quick time. There was to be only one outcome.
Yeah, he just calmly faced the keeper and waited. It became a who blinks first situation. And for me, there was never any doubt as to who was going to come out on top.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Chooses to go back. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. Marquinhos. Forward it goes. Well weighted. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Just brushed off the ball there. Marquinhos with a definite foul there. Now it's Dembele. Battles to win it back. Kien. Crunching tackle. I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Now it's Dembele. He's through, it's one-on-one! There's the end of the first half. Reflections on the first half.
Copenhagen were desperate for the half-time whistle. A regroup and a rethink is imperative to rescue this.
Start of the second half.
Well, this half might require them to produce a plan A, B and C. Levelling the score is easier said than done, but that will be the target. Get back on terms and then use that momentum to go again.
And that'll go straight through to the keeper. Defending was strong and firm. Hernandez. That'll be a throw. Marquinhos. Hernandez. Talk about singling someone out.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening them down now.
Kien. It's on a plate. Good clearance and very necessary. Now it's Dembele. Ball through needs to be good here. Face to face with the keeper. Real chance! And it's there! And they are cruising away.
Well, you know, thinking about that, I think they've perfected that on the training ground because it took them seconds to get the ball from back to front, and they really commit forward in numbers too. That was all very well drilled.
3 without reply. This is becoming a stroll. Kien. timely intervention. Tries to get it forward quickly. Fabian Ruiz. Looks to clip it forward. Decent looking ball. Keeper's ball. Delaney. And it's Babacar. Good challenge, excellent challenge. There will be a throw-in. Place it into the box. Cleared away. He's looked long this time. Shot goal! And top draw save from the keeper.
Oh, I'm not sure what he had in mind, and I don't think he knew either.
He's going after it. Plays it back. Dembele, that's his creative best. He's set up 2 goals. And here's the chance to counter. Yeah, he's fouled him there. Good challenge, he just stood firm.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
Hoists it forward. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. That's a foul. Free kick's been given. And it's played forward. He's got away. Quick clock, shapes to shoot! And he should have made it 4. Forward it goes. Oh, they've seen lots of the ball. Time to go for it a bit of creativity and adventure. Fabian Ruiz. And now they can launch a counter. Delaney gets it back. Time added on will be 2 minutes. Oh, it's Dembele. And the referee brings it to a close. Out-muscled, out-manoeuvred, outwitted. They just couldn't find any way into the game, and they are comprehensively beaten. Well, good evening to you and welcome on this most perfect evening for a game of football. Conditions are absolutely splendid and the folk of this town have come out in their droves for this match. Why wouldn't they? It is an ideal circumstance for what could be an ideal game. Everybody shoots! It's anyone's ball. Get a throw in. Kovacic. Rodri. Has it out wide now. Deflected behind for a corner kick. Too much distance on that. Fabian Ruiz.
Dembele really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Decent looking ball. Timely intervention. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
And now the breakaway. Well, that looks a foul. Yeah, referee's given it. Well, he can't say now that he hasn't been warned.
Well, I think the referee would have told him to rate it in or suffer the consequences.
Still goalless. And here's Dembele. Gets wrestled off the ball. Foden.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Just brushed off the ball there. Oh, it's Dembele. Dembele. Hoists it forward. Ruben Dias is fouled. Right through the middle. Gets the better of his man. Big chance! He's delivered all right!
Well, I think there's a few trying to claim offside, but he looks to have been on. Yeah, he was on.
Perugia take the lead.
And that ought to be the trigger for a really exciting and entertaining game from here on.
And it's Kovacic. Turns and goes back. Kovacic gets into a good position. Kovacic. And that's been levered clear. And it's been taken straight back. And here's Kovacic. Questions were asked, and he's given the answers. Hernandez positions himself well and cuts it out. Hits one! It's in! Well, from right in front of goal, there was no way he was going to miss.
Well, it's pretty damning on the part of that defence, Peter, that he was allowed so much time and space. But I think you have to give credit where it's due, and it was a brilliant setup and finish.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Yeah, it's always a dangerous time when you've just scored. You can easily lose focus and then bang, you're pegged back again.
Kovacic. Foden. Well read, he sorted that out. Fabian Ruiz. There's the end of the first half. What it has been an even contest, as the scoreline suggests, and it has been more than decent to watch. It's been a decent 45 minutes. Competitive, certainly, and a goal each. And the game has already resumed here.
Perugia clearly have been the better side for me. Yeah, I know the score doesn't quite reflect it, but if they go about their game in the same manner as the opening 45 minutes, things really should improve.
It's a loose ball. Foden. It's found its way to him. Oh, that's a fine challenge. And he goes for goal! And for a moment, time stood still.
Well, the work rate to win the ball back was fantastic, and it set up the opportunity. That's great effort.
Hakimi. It's a very good battle there, terrific to watch. It's pretty clear that he's being singled out.
Well, there's certainly a coordinated attempt to shut him down, which is, I suppose, a natural response.
Kovacic. Could try cutting inside here. We'll get that clear. Manchester are taking a simple, modern approach here.
Yeah, but I'm all for simplicity, Peter. If it works, it's good enough.
Ball's out on the left now. Going through. Foden has created one goal already. Great leap! They've scored! And the comeback is complete! Oh, lovely header, but really it was all about the delivery.
Well, as contact goes, that was tremendous, and it helped him to direct it exactly where he wanted into that net. I think when it comes to the aerial department, this fella is definitely no slouch.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact. So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Yeah, they deserve great credit for turning things around, but they'll now need the defensive resilience to equal that attacking flair.
Oh, the ball's come loose!
Perugia are definitely going about this the right way.
Well, Jim, there's not too much subtlety or sophistication about this. It really is a question of needs must.
Well, there's no two ways about it. This is what they have to do.
Cuts it out. Marsh. Has a pop! Ball's loose. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Up to meet it! It's being played forward. Fabian Ruiz. Lee Kang-in.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
And he's cut it out.
Perugia are definitely not going down without a scrap. Their attitude just can't be faulted.
It's on a plate. Has a hit! Should have equalised.
It looked like he got a bit anxious there when the pressure was on.
Stones. Perugia are in a tearing hurry to save themselves here.
They need something heroic now, or a lucky break, or a kind refereeing decision. Anything.
And out to safety. Perugia have it back and they can go again. Hakimi. Fabian Ruiz. Now surely.
Perugia have a simple task to find something sustained now and keep the pressure on.
Bernardo Silva. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Quite a game, memorable for its fluctuation in fortunes. Good evening wherever you are on this most pleasant evening. There has been a clamour to get inside the ground tonight for a much anticipated game. The roads outside of the stadium have been bumper to bumper with traffic. The car parks are full. There is a torrent of humankind making its way from the nearby station, and we expect every seat to be filled. An atmosphere of great expectation and excitement. That's clear-cut, it's a free kick. And it's been given away. He's made sure that that won't get through. Martinez. Koeman. He's there to receive. Shoots! He's got it all right!
What a start, and what a contribution from the main man. I had a feeling he might do something, given his reputation, but to do it like that, absolutely brilliant. I wasn't expecting that.
Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Now that's what I call finishing, right in the corner. He knew instinctively who was where and didn't need to waste any time weighing things up. That's a cracking goal.
A 1-0 lead established.
And that ought to be the trigger for a really exciting and entertaining game from here on.
Goalkeeper's ball. There has been just the early goal here, and it's 1-0. Gets it back. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. He's got through. Can he find a finish now? Has a goal! And the ball's come out. Mane. Oh, real danger here. Defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
You have to admire commitment like that, because he could easily ignore that and just kind of walk around and let others do all the chasing, but instead he looks as if he relishes the chance to dig in for his team here.
Oh, great ball! Zapata. And the finish!
Duvan Zapata really used his body to clever effect in dropping the shoulder to carry on.
In he flies! It's a goal! Torino are level! Spectacular header. He really flung himself at that.
You know, it takes a lot of courage to do that, to throw yourself at the ball knowing you could catch a boot in the head. Well done, son.
Torino grabbed the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, I think this is a case of anything you can do, we can do too. I mean, they're matching each other like for like here.
Vlasic. So midway through the first half, and it is a tight old tie. It's a loose ball. Oh, smart save. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Koeman. Cristiano Ronaldo. And here's Mane. Well, needless to say, he was expecting a better ball than that. Timely intervention. Hoists it forward. Well read, he sorted that out. Martinez. He's got options out wide. A
buccaneering run from the defender.
And that should be the keeper's. Has he picked him out? Now it's Mane. Cristiano Ronaldo. Cut out in the nick of time. Torino to retain the ball, but are seemingly in no rush to break forward. Koeman battles to win it back. Oh, that's clearly not what he wanted to do. There is the half-time whistle. Well, it has been an even contest, as the scoreline suggests, and it has been more than decent to watch. It's been a really interesting game up to now, and the sides are predictably very well matched. Hoping perhaps for a little bit more from both parties in the second half, but as it stands, it's one each. Already up and running for the second half. Ball's loose, who's getting there? And it's Zapata. That's surely a foul, free kick.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
And there aren't many who'd be prepared to wind up a shot from this far out. This certainly looks appetising, well within shooting range. And he's going direct. Mane, who has made his impact already. Koeman has created one goal already, dashing forward at pace. That was one quality pass away from being a very decent chance. Looked very promising.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
Oh, surely!
Oh, super tackle. They were outnumbered and under the cosh. That had to be spot on, and it was.
Going through.
We can assume that they've been instructed by the boss to stay in attack.
They're just looking to break, aren't they?
Yeah, the key now is just to get the ball to them as soon as possible.
Torino are able now to make their substitution. It's been on the cards for a few moments now. It's going to be a double change then. There really wasn't very much in that, not far away from being a telling final ball.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
Zapata. Zapata. Mane. And now they can launch a counter. And help's available out wide. It's been intercepted. Oh, that is asking for trouble. And it's played forward. Vlasic. Going for goal! Good idea, just poorly executed. And that'll go straight through to the keeper. Martinez. Koeman. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. And here's Zapata. Forward it goes. just put a stop to that. He's had a look. Cuts it out.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Dinks one in. Tries to get it forward quickly.
Torino merit full marks for their attitude and application in trying to win this. It means an awful lot, obviously.
Gets away from his opponent.
Look, this can still go either way. It might be flowing one way, but there's still time for some ebb.
Hoists it forward. This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
Quick glance at goal, and they've been caught out here.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
There's a long ball.
You wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late steal here. They're playing as if time is on their side when it's fast running out. They've got to quicken this up.
Tries to get it forward quickly. Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. And that's that. A very good game of football. No winner, but both sets of fans have got their money's worth. Fine entertainment, and it ends all square. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Well, a decent draw, Peter, with a good mix of action and plenty of talking points, and it ended with the right result, in my opinion.
Well, a very good evening to you on what is pretty close to an ideal evening for football. There is barely a cloud evident. The world and his wife have gone to great lengths to be here for a match of great consequence and massive interest in these parts. Barely a breath of wind, so the football has no excuses for not being at its very best. The teams I know are pumped for this. They are fantastic scenes in the stands. There is a great sense of drama here, a great sense of excitement and expectation. This one of the great amphitheatres of the game. You are welcome to it, and indeed to one of the grandest fixtures. The action has already started. Ward-Prowse tries to get it forward quickly. That's a promising ball. They've got a corner here. Tries to get it clear. Has a pop!
That's great defending to cover for the goalkeeper and just get something in the way.
And here's Wilson. Wilson not easily shrugged off the ball. Loose ball, who's going to get there? And it's Ward-Prowse. It's on a plate. Has a hit! Perfect placement. The one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Well, you know, sometimes it pays off not to think too much about things, just put your foot through it, and that was a good example. Great contact, and the keeper had very little chance.
He's gone for it! Back of the net! Well, that always looked the likely outcome.
Yeah, it looks simple, Peter, but it requires intelligent use of space and good understanding to pull it off.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Great strength, too strong for his opponent. Wilson gets shot at goal! It's scored! And they're back in front! Wilson versus the keeper, and only one winner.
Well, how's that for composure, Peter? You can see the keeper tried to put as much pressure on him by staying upright, but it didn't faze him, not in the slightest.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Lucas Paqueta, now a chance to break. Wilson, he gets past his man. Could be a chance, and the finish! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Good effort, very good effort. He would have at least wanted to make the keeper work, though.
Burnley are working the ball as only they can.
Yeah, Peter, and it's a style that requires players of high-caliber technique to move the ball about quickly in tight areas.
Good to goes for goal! Sticks it away!
Oh, this is a real show of character. Rather than let their heads drop, they've stood proud and fought hard. Brilliant. Oh, the invitation was received with such a clever run, and he had that defence in utter confusion.
So all square, and not for the first time.
Oh, I think the coach will really...
Shapes to shoot! Real chance! they're guilty of lacking inventiveness here. It's all broken down. It's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing. Now surely tries a shot! He has got it! And again they hit the front.
Well, you know, thinking about that, I think they've perfected that on the training ground, because it took them seconds to get the ball from back to front. And
going for goal! Good clearance and very necessary. Walker, good challenge, he just stood firm. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
I think it's great to see that kind of application and design.
Face to face with the... Oh, shooting chance! He scores! All too easy! They are in danger of disappearing out of sight! And that really is so impressive.
Well, none of us were...
Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. He gets a ticking off and needs to be very careful now.
Yeah, and he's just entered the last chance saloon. One wrong move now, and he's in trouble.
It's gone a long way up and away. Doesn't get the pass he's looking for. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. And there's the end of the first half.
Well, Peter, I think the score is a fair reflection of what we've witnessed so far, and that being good movement in both midfield and indeed up front. If those players, I think, can carry on where they left off after the break, they should impose themselves even more, and probably only one result coming here.
A half of massive entertainment and excitement. A two-goal margin, yes, but all things still possible. Well, the action has already resumed here. Wan-Bissaka. And it's Ward-Prowse. Lucas Paqueta. Well, he's made sure that that won't get through. A buccaneering run from the defender. Ward-Prowse, who's made his mark on this game. Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. And now the breakaway. Burnley are leaving men forward, threatening to break.
Well, if they're not putting the work in by getting back, they have to deliver with this tactic.
And help's available out wide. Shoots! Todibo knocks it away. Wan-Bissaka plays it forward. It's got through, and the shot! He's scored! Lovely goal, perfect poise to set himself for the strike. Time for a change in personnel. This is threatening to become a really good game.
Listen, goals change games, and that has changed the whole complexion of this one. They have the momentum now.
Lucas Paqueta. Into the channel. Wilson going through. Wilson unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Is there any support? He might not need it. Edwards.
Burnley are definitely going about this the right way.
Well, hit and hope is just about the sum of it, isn't it, Jim?
Just has to be done.
Wan-Bissaka. Wan-Bissaka sends it forward. Ward-Prowse. Todibo battles to win it back. Neither side really getting hold of the ball. Oh, really good feet from him.
Burnley are definitely not going down without a scrap. Their attitude just can't be faulted.
Ward-Prowse. Defenders on the back foot. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually. Has he picked him out? And it's Bond shoots! Chance for a cross, maybe now or never.
Burnley have a simple task to find something sustained now and keep the pressure on.
Gets it, and now what? And here's Barnes. And he's there to hoof it away. Referee's given a throw. Tuanzebe hoists it forward, and he's cut it out. The message is simple: defend this with your lives. And that has been clubbed away. West Ham just have to run down the clock. And that's that! Well, whatever the shortcomings on either side, it was a great game to watch, just one between them. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
West Ham were very impressive here, Peter. The backbone of this team is so strong, and it proved to be the decisive area.
My thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you. Well, a very good evening to you on what is pretty close to an ideal evening for football. There is barely a cloud evident. The world and his wife have gone to great lengths to be here for a match of great consequence and massive interest in these parts. Barely a breath of wind, so the football has no excuses for not being at... Has a pop! And that's a foul. Simple decision for the referee. No, that's not the ball he wanted. Odriozola has come steaming up from the back for this. And he's cut it out. And it's played forward. Defenders on the back foot. Intervention was very necessary. San Sebastian are experts at this stylish possession-based game.
Well, we're talking tiki-taka, a lot of short, crisp passing, and once the ball is lost, they quickly try to win it back.
It's got through to him. Timely intervention. Jordan Henderson. That's offside. Yes, it is. Odriozola. So it is still 0-0. Well, they could break here. Could move up a gear here. It's a brilliant interception. And here's the chance to counter. He's played him through. He's gone for it! Well, that is rather wayward.
San Sebastian are looking quite mean on the counter, and combating that requires even more meanness.
And it's been taken straight back. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. There's the through ball. And it's the goalkeepers to claim. Well, he's made sure that that won't get through. Played now. Oh, well defended. That had to be done. Hoists it forward. Loses his balance and loses the ball. Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. He gets the ticking off and needs to be very careful now.
Yeah, and he has to change his ways, or this referee could soon change his status.
And the counter is on. Odriozola. Now the counter. No goals as yet.
Oh, super tackle. They were outnumbered and under the cosh. That had to be spot on, and it was.
Chaleta Shah. It's being played forward. Could be a chance here. Shoots! And he's done it! Deep into first half stoppage time, a crucial goal. And there's the end of the first half. So there you have it, a close-fought half of football. It still had its moments, but ultimately produced just one goal. A more than decent game up to now.
Not the most convincing of displays. They can certainly do much better than this. They'll want to keep things simple, build up their confidence and not rush into mistakes.
And we're already back underway here.
Well, I'm sure the managers talk the talk, and now it's time for these players to walk the walk and deliver a rousing response to a rousing team talk.
Jordan Henderson. Adventurous run from a defender. Ball's loose, who's getting there? Chaleta Shah tries to get it forward quickly. Forward it goes. Oh, good interception. Good idea, just poorly executed. Down by a goal, needing to go up a gear. That's how it looks here. Surely, shooting chance! He's looking to get there, and they've been caught out here. Delivers across. And that's been levered clear. Another chance from a corner. Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. Defence has got rid of that.
That's what has to be done now, no question about it.
Jim, there's not too much subtlety or he's pulled him up for that challenge. Oh, needless to say, he was expecting a better ball than that. Time and again they are repelled. Dashing forward at pace. Crowd calling for him to shoot. Tries to get it forward quickly.
Peter, we can only applaud that quality of tackle in the circumstances. It was probably goal-saving.
Henderson. Belts one. Ball is over the line. Gonzalo Guedes with good energy in defence as well.
Well, they say that your front lads should be that first line of stopping the opposition, and I think he's taken it to another level with his desire to get back and help everyone out.
Gonzalo Guedes. Hoists it forward, gets it back. Gonzalo Guedes. This is promising. Odriozola. Odriozola conjuring up some magic on the right-hand side.
San Sebastian are looking to make this one safe. They want to reduce the risk.
That's good defending, very good defending. Brings it forward. Oh, some tackle that. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly.